Good morning, everyone. It's Riffgal. We're playing some more Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise Randomizer, Baron's Hero's Journey. This is a series of objectives for the randomizer that are themed around different characters. And the character for this one is Dark Knight Cecil. Just to be extremely clear, that means we will not be turning Cecil into a paladin. The objectives for this are pretty straightforward. Very all on the surface, pretty easy. Burn Mist Village, which means we need the package. Antland Nest, Hobbs, Babool, and the Mist Cave. We're starting with Cecil. It looks like we don't have the permajoin stuff that we've had on the last few. And then we've got a couple other things down here at the bottom. Namely, Vanilla Giant. So if we go into the Giant, you have to finish going through it. The exit is blocked off. And Wacky Night Mode. Night Mode means that all of the shops on the surface are closed. So we've got wild shops, but it's all just the underground shops and the ones that are behind key items. So that'll be interesting. I'm very curious to see how this goes. I do have the spoilers on for this. Specifically, so when they did the original run of this, they said, well, unless Ordeals is required. And so what I did is I just put a spoiler on it to see what the item on Ordeals was. And it is not required. It is a ninja hood that we will not be getting because we cannot do Mount Ordeals. So, we're gonna see how this goes. I'm really nervous about this one. The good news is, Dark Knight Cecil has terrible agility. So he will be a good agility anchor. The bad news is, he can't equip almost anything in the game. So he's kind of a non-character for the most part. We'll have to see who else we get. Okay, Sid. Magma Key. That is the thing. I believe that music is because we have a wacky mode on. Bum, 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 ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. So I believe free characters are on. Oh, that was the other thing. It has a darkened palette for the overworld. Night mode, happy hunting. Okay. Yep. So I think we're gonna start off, since it does have free characters on, with characters. Let's see what we've got available. Okay. So this is very quickly shaping up. Does it have no dupes on? Oh. It does not have no dupes on. Okay. This is going to be wacky, and that is the name of it. So let's roll with it. It does have T Wildish on, which means that we're going to be able to get lots of good loot. Wow. Okay, if we could just find a Rosa, I will be very happy. Don't need anything else. Just get me a Rosa. You know what? I'll settle for a Porum. So we've got all the fighters, except Edge. Like, our ideal in this situation would be a Rosa and an Edge. And then we'll swap out Sid and, Yang. Okay. There we go. One more. We will swap out that Yang. We will take his equipment. And I think at this point, we actually have the gear we need to start doing stuff. So I think we're actually going to just head straight to Mount Hobbs, which is another character check. Let's just double check real quick here. I know we've got a Dragoon armor. So I think we're going to do Dragoon armor on one of the Canes. And then we'll go Fire armor, Samurai Gauntlet on the other. We don't have any good weapons for Kane. Sid doesn't really get too much in the way of good equipment. Just toss on the iron. But he does start at level 20. It starts out with all the equipment. And Cecil gets the Black Sword, which is his best weapon to start with. It's not a good weapon, it's just his best weapon. Okay. Then we're gonna do... Oops. I think I want to do something like this. And see how it goes. Because we don't care if Cecil drops, because he's the hero, so he gets XP anyway. Wow. Okay. Okay, we're good with our party. There we go. So, this is honestly a great party. We just need to find gear and complete the objectives. If we find the package early, this will be a pretty quick one. We'll just need to figure out how we want to level. But we have access to Edge and the tower, so we can steal sirens. This is a really odd seed just because of how it's structured. Like, all the objectives are really early, and you have all these character options really quick, or right away. But you're very limited on getting equipment and on ways to level, and because of how flexible it is, you really have a lot of options at the same time. It doesn't give you a lot of direction. Maybe that's the best way to put it. So there's a very high chance of us just ending up like running around in circles looking for the package, because it could be anywhere. We have moon bosses on and summon bosses on. So, like, we've got the whole surface to deal with, and it's gonna be interesting. I genuinely do not know what to make of this. Or, like, what the best way to handle it is, rather. Oh my gosh. There we go. Okay, there's a rat tail. So that gets us an item when we find the hook. I guess real quick, since we are so limited on where we can get items, I will go ahead and do a little bit more looting here. Now, we do have access to the underground, so we can do the shopping down there. And we will be very shortly. My main thought is I want to just knock out as much as I can before we go underground. I don't think it's going to be any different. I guess technically, let's do Antlion Cave. And then we will go underground, because technically any other boss fights will be faster after we have gear and grind. So if we go down underground and find a bunch of good items, then when we come back up to the surface, we will just run through the bosses. We're also going to be doing, like I said, I should be able to do a quick siren grind just to get up into a decent level range quick. We don't need to do a ton, just enough to get a little bit of levels on our characters. That'll give us a lot more flexibility. Okay, middle sword. Spear. Samurai. Shield. Mute arrows. No crystal, or no ability to equip the crystal gauntlet, unfortunately, but it will sell decent. Okay, that's troubling. Let's see who it is. Plague, that should be okay. Yeah, we're good. We're good. So I am very quickly leaning towards trying to build a Quint Zerker setup here. Meaning just once we get past the first wave of, or the first big bang from Zero Miss, we just finish casting Berserk on the entire party and just pray. It's not necessarily a good strategy, but with an Artemis bow on Rosa, it could be effective. The idea is basically just, with enough power, you don't actually need to deal with it. It's kind of very much a power overwhelming strategy. Okay, so the items we've got left, or the objectives we've got left, are the package and the Mist Dragon boss. Should be pretty straightforward. We have to find, we just have to do the boss in the Mist Dragon cave. And then from there we go item hunting. Like I said, I think we're gonna do a quick stop. Let's check our shops, actually, first. That'll determine whether we need to do a lot of looting as well. Definitely not enough money for everything we want to get. Okay. We know there's rune axes there. That's a good enough start. Jeez. Okay. So we found some decent stuff, but it's all very expensive. Lunar Rod. Okay. Definitely want those strength rings. Those will come in handy. And like I said, I think at this point, before we do anything else, let's just do a quick dive here. So stealing in this game, you can attempt to steal as many times as you want on on any given enemy. I don't need too many. Like I said, I just want to get up to a point where we're just going to be able to kind of cruise through the next section of the game. We can always come back and look for more later if we need to. But there's no point in overdoing it when we do still have to most likely go through a bunch more bosses to find that package. I want one more. Is that so much to ask for? Okay, so now we just need to kill this thing, which is also worth okay XP, and we get an item out of it. This is why we bought the Thunderclaw. Those things are weak to lightning. So even though we're low level, we can one-shot it. And an Assassin Dagger. That's a pretty good start. Good weapon for Edge. Okay, so the downside is we don't have a great way to get kills on these. So I will save before we go in. Just in case. Like, once we do one of them, it'll be fine. So Sirens summon the most powerful random enemy in the area. In this case, it is an egg. So we're kind of relying on the Assassin Dagger and Cecil Black Sword for this. This is why we save. Swoon. So these things are worth, as you can see, 34,000 experience, which is getting us several levels for every single time we beat one. It's one of the highest XP values. It's the highest guaranteed XP value from an enemy like this, without going to the moon. And it's definitely the safest. That was Cure 3 on Rosa. That's actually really good. I think at this point we're okay. Okay. Next up, we are going to loot the cave here. There is one monster chest, which is right there, apparently. I was just gonna say, we'll reset if we find it, and we'll just loot the rest. Stardust Rod. Probably not going to be used with this party, but is good. Life Staff. Glad we didn't buy Rosa's staff yet. That's the best we can get. Another Samurai Armor is wonderful. Dwarf Axe lets us back row glitch on Kane. Mute Knife is very good on Edge. It's another weapon that can take advantage of enemy weaknesses. Poffins would have been a good thing to have when we went to do the exit. Okay. That's good because Rosa doesn't get exit as a spell for quite a while. Adamant. Not what we're looking for, but I'll take it. Probably should have been checking the item shops in those other places too. So Adamant is good, but it's not what we're looking for, obviously, since that's a whole one item. Honestly, or some direction would be fine, but we have lots of places to check still, so it's not like it's a huge deal. Oof. Adamant armors for sale. The shops truly are wild. They are 500,000 apiece, but if we can get our hands on any of them, that will make our endgame that much easier. Adamant armor is very high defense and plus 15 to all stats. So I think at this point, Rat Tail Adamant, yeah, I think at this point we go back up to the surface and just start doing a normal loop. Actually, do we have anything else on the surface? Not really. Just the Mist Cave and Baron. Oh, Baron Inn. Yeah, we'll do Baron Inn. Vanilla Mist Dragon, and I totally forgot to heal. That may be a mistake. Oh yeah. I may have been thinking about that the wrong way. So there's another objective down. We also had no free key items, so that is a that is a key item check we can do in Mist Village as well. Real quick, poke our heads over here. This does have a fairly high treasure rate, because it is a cave that does not have required key items. It, in this particular flag set, happens to have some benefit, though, which is nice. Free key item here. Glorious. That's kind of worthless. Poison Axe, that's something. So yeah, like I said, I think we go Baron in next. And then probably head underground. We just do a tent here. Dwarfx lets us, like I said, do a back row glitch on those characters. Go fire. Samurai. And samurai. Party bow, wizard helm. We're gonna be hitting things really hard. Hey, it's an Edward. Okay, so we're gonna back row glitch, like I said, by equipping any weapon with long range on a character, you make them always a long range character. So that means that Kane, both of our Canes can now attack from the back row without penalty. Now by putting them in the back row, that gives us a distinct advantage because they now take less damage. We put the one with the axe in the middle because that gives him an accuracy increase. Axes have notoriously low accuracy, so putting him in the middle gives him the best chance to do damage with a otherwise a very powerful weapon. Oh, I'm sorry. Mute Knife and Mute Arrows means that the mages take and Rune Axe are all strong against mage-type enemies. Oof. I almost feel bad about that. Almost. We've saved you, Edward. Now go away, take your things with you, and give us that Baron key. Okay. We only have enough for one ninja sword offhand. That's okay. So Mutax, Runax, Ninja Sword. What's the other I got? He's just got like a fire sword or something. Which technically I should have switched him over to the Flame Spear. But they're both mediocre, so I don't think it matters. Right now, Edge is the one doing damage. And that middle cane is going to potentially be able to pump out some damage every once in a while as well. I believe it was one of the guard fights here, which is a little annoying since we don't have a good way to get Mute out, depending on which guards it is. If it's the captain, we'll just use the coffin. Okay, we'll still just use the coffin, though. We're tossing life potions out with it because of the life glitch, which basically gives us an extra copy of that enemy that counts as dying. Gives us a little more XP. You can do it on any non-boss enemy. As long as it's not the last enemy that you run into in an encounter. Blizzard Spear's good. We are going to go poke our head over here real quick, just to do a little bit of looting. Dragoon armor, headband. These are good choices. I don't want to do the full basement, but I just wanted to go down that first flight of stairs at least. Blizzard Spear is a little bit better. Headband, Dragoon armor. Ooh, Lunar Sparkle. Let's see what it is. Lunars. So the big trick with these guys is you can't use regular attacks on them or they start doing some crazy stuff. And at a certain point they're going to end up doing something very aggressive and start casting, breath? Which is really nasty. I think we just attack with Edge at this point. Never mind. Again, this is why we did that level boost. So we didn't have to worry about situations like that. Oh hey Palom, nice to see you. Have fun with Edward. Palom's actually very good. We just already have a very strong party composition. Did they add that? That must be new. I don't remember that the statues getting added in like that in the cutscene. I wonder if that's randomized on what the sprites are. Okay, there's our pass. That's useful, but not great right now. Where are we going? I mean, I guess we're going back underground. Two fights down here. We may want to start utilizing... Berserk, depending on who the boss is. Dark Elf, that should be straightforward for the first fight. I'm hoping we can trigger the me change before... Nope. Rosa's the one we want to get this. Wanted to get a hit off with this on, but it should be fine. And this should do it. Artemis Bow is strong against dragons. Oh, no, not quite. Cecil's gonna do almost nothing because it's Dark Element boss, and Cecil's sword is Dark Element. Second boss. Odin. Go wait with your brother. I believe Odin is a mage type enemy and weak to thunder. Yep. We do not have the ability to do the warp glitch, which is fine in this particular situation. Little unfortunate, we only get one key item instead of two, but is what it is. And we've got to start getting some direction soon here. We do have the 3 summon bosses that we can do still. Okay, if we get the hook, we get both tails, which is nice. Let's poke our head over here quick, just see what the hourglass is thing. No. Ooh. Okay, I think next we go... We haven't found the pan yet, so I guess we just go do the pan quick. Just get our one free check down here before we continue doing other bosses. Because I think the only thing we've got left that I can think of offhand is the... That would be... Tower. Which we don't have the key, so we'd have to double dip Tower. We're already double dipping Sylph Cave. We've got the 3 summon bosses, like I said, which honestly might be our next best thing to do after this. I didn't check the first 2 when I was down there, which is probably not the best idea. Check in with Yang's wife. Because Sheila is awesome. Just a Stardust Rod. Okay. That sucks. That was a lot of walking for a whole lot of nothing. Except for a bit of money. I feel like we're kind of right on the edge of something at this point, and the next thing we find is probably going to be a big one, like the Darkness Crystal that will unlock a lot more, or it'll be a rabbit hole. Those are kind of our 2 options. We're probably not going to get a whole lot more duds. I mean, we literally can't. There's only like 4 spots left available on the sections we have open. Actually, we can go straight in the castle, can't we? This is the lowest hit point one, so we're doing it first. We'll actually go all the way down this time. Hope the boss isn't too rough. Another Bacchus wine, awesome. Definitely glad to see that. I think this should be relatively... We should be able to do this. Like, we might have to do the big doll, but there's worse things. Okay, so we're just gonna Berserk Edge and pray. They're very fast. So honestly, getting back to one actually approachable enemy could be really good. I forgot to switch Edge's weapons back before I did that. No, that was a mistake. I guess as long as she doesn't kill the last Brenna, we're okay. Okay, we might end up having to fight the big doll. That's unfortunate. Maybe? Hey, I think we might be okay. Nope, did not work. I was hoping Cecil could do enough damage there. But, oh well. Like I said, this is the point where it becomes a potential problem. Ugh. Yeah, the Thunderclaw was a big mistake. That's not what I wanted to see. The one upside there is that that does give us a way to get a little bit more XP, but I'm not super worried about XP right now. Honestly, given where we're at in the video, I think we may be taking our break before we head into Land of Summon Monsters. For round 2. Hopefully you're enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.